What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Chris, and I'm back with another episode of Cheesehead to the Deathbed TV. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe right now. And today's video is going to be like a recap of the first 4 games of the season, 1/4 of the season so far. Let's get into this video. Go Pack Go, baby. And overall, man, I feel like the season couldn't be any better. The season started off on a great note. Fast, punching them in the mouth. We started off with the Lions. The Lions game was a scary game going into it because we didn't know the team we had. Whether we had Parsons, Nate Hobbs, or Matthew Golden, or if Marshawn Lloyd already wasn't going to play, but it's just key factors. We didn't know how they were going to play. Their first time playing in Green Bay, first season opener since we had LaFleur. We didn't know how the team was going to play. We didn't know if they were going to show up. We didn't know if we still had the bug of losing to division rivals from last year, or we didn't know how the game was going to simply go. So the fact that we came out starting the season, punching the Lions in the mouth, didn't allow them to score a touchdown until late in the fourth, held them to field goals throughout the game. It was a good start. It was an amazingly blessed start. Shall I say, love play. He didn't have to do that much that game. He was just being consistent, doing what Matt said. Try to run the ball, but the ball running wasn't too shabby. We're gonna get into that. We kind of just played what the game gave us, and Jordan just kind of kept the ball out of the Lions' hands because the Lions can hit that switch. The Lions can always hit that switch, and the Lions, like a little side note, the Lions have basically did a complete turnaround from the game we played them. So when we play them again on Thanksgiving, it's going to be a good one. It's not going to be the type of game we had the first game. But like going into the Commanders game, you still didn't quite know who this Packers team was. You didn't quite know their identity yet. You didn't know if we was a throwing team or a running team or a defensive team. But up until this point, we were a defensive team. And even after this point, we were a defensive team. I want to say that the Commanders game put the league on notice of that defense. Like, first game was like, all right, was it a fluke? But it's hard to say that the first game was a fluke because we played against that dynamic Lions team. You got Jahmyr Gibbs, Montgomery, Laporta, Jameson Williams, St. Brown. It's a dynamic team, and you got Goff that can sling the iron at any point of the game. But when we went against the Commanders team, it kind of gave us a different outlook on what we were going to get from a quarterback. Goff isn't mobile. Jaden Daniels is mobile. You're not really scared of an RPO with Jared Goff. You're kind of scared of an RPO with Jaden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think Jared Goff runs an RPO. I can't even see him even trying to run an RPO. More likely a play action. So the play action or RPO, whatever you want to call it, would work more with Jaden Daniels. So it gave us a different perspective of how this defense could hold up against a mobile quarterback. So we shut Jaden Daniels down completely. We even injured him. I'm glad I prayed that he's doing okay. He's doing okay now. He's playing again. He just beat the Chargers last night. I just want to say Jaden Daniels is a hell of a quarterback. A lot of people are giving Jaden Daniels flack because of I don't know how they're giving him flack, to be honest with you. I just drew a blank because I talked to a lot of Caleb Williams stands, and they kind of try to put Jaden Daniels overrated because any little thing he does, but he's really not overrated. He's kind of playing at the pace you think he would. He had a great game against the first team they played. I cannot remember. Please don't judge me. Then they played against us, had a bad game, and then he got injured for the last 2 games, and then he came back and beat the Chargers. So I honestly want to know what they say about Jaden Daniels. Where they ranking him right now? Not the media. I'm talking about real people that have a real football sense of mind, because we all know the Bears don't have a football sense. Bears fans don't have a football sense of mind. We shut them down basically. Michael Parsons got a few sacks. Rashawn Gary was leading the league up until week 4 in sacks. And it was just a fluid game on both sides of the ball. Offense, defense, not so special teams. But we'll get around to that. Now, this is where the season thus far starts shifting a little tad bit. Game 3 against the Browns. Now, at this point, we know our team. We know the identity of the team is offense trying to get it together, defense has it together, and then the defense still held it together in the Browns game. The problem that happened in the Browns game is lack of consistent play calling and special teams. Had a blocked field goal. And when I say lack of consistent play calling, is Matt LaFleur always trying to run the ball or run the ball at the wrong times and basically just I call it a free drive. Like, it's, we always see them drives where it's like, the team isn't trying to get downfield again. They're just trying to see what they can do. They're going to do a little trying as if like they're going to try to throw a deep ball. If that don't work, we're just going to just run it and give an offensive break and let the defense get back on the field because they're being so dynamic. Matt LaFleur has too many of those moments. He has too many free drives. And comment down below if you know what I mean. But he has absolutely too many free drives. Like, you have too many drives where you want to run a lot. I don't know why. Like, bro, I wish Matt LaFleur goes back to the play calling of just slinging the ball. And I honestly, now that I think about it, I don't think he ever had that type of mentality to just sling the ball. It's like he does not trust Jordan Love. Please, Matt. I don't pay him anything, but us as a franchise pay Jordan Love $50+ million to throw the ball. I understand Josh Jacobs is a good running back, but he hasn't been playing so good this year. Let Jordan sling that iron. Get the secondary, the other team's secondary on their toes. Get them on their toes. Get them on their feet. Get them worried about him throwing the ball. Because when they know you about to run the ball this play, then try to throw it on third downs to Romeo Doubs, we all know what you about to do. Please get consistent with your play calling. Get tricky with the play calling. Make it some better play calling, some better scheming. But the Browns game, after the Browns game, it kind of put the league on hold on. The Packers team might not be what we think they are. And it's understandable because you can't lose to the Browns. The Browns defense was amazing at that point. They kind of shaky now, but of course they played great. Their best game of the season against us, and their only win of the season is against us. I hate that game. I really hate that game because I can't tell you what we went wrong. It was just bad play calling. Special teams got a block field goal. And it just didn't identify us as a team. It didn't show what this team was really made of up to that point. Because if you were in a coma the first 2 weeks of the season, then you get out the coma and see the Packers play like that, you would think we're absolutely ass. And sorry for the light in the room. I forgot to turn the light on. I'm sorry. Then going into the Cowboys game, you like, I know the Packers going to bounce back. They're going to have a great game against this terrible Cowboys defense, against this Dak Prescott. Will the offense shred that defense? Will Dak Prescott get sacked 20 times? Micah Parsons' revenge game. Jerry Jones is in the box. Micah Parsons got his whole family, his suite. And it was just laid an egg. Not an egg like a zero. We played a dud of a game. And I say that in the sense of it was terrible. Defensive-wise. Offensive-wise, Jordan Love would have won Player of the Week if we would have got it in order and won, and Matt would have went for it on fourth down, or if he would have just simply had better clock management. And we also had another blocked field goal in that game. So Rich Bisaccia, see ya. Adios, buddy. Golly, like up until this point of the season, 1/4 of the season, I want to say that the Packers look good. We look good. We had 2 amazing games, had a bad offensive game against the Browns, and then a bad defensive game against the Cowboys. So I think that averages out to like a B-, probably a B, a flat-out B. I just want to say that I have a lot of hope in this team. I want to say that, but I'm gonna kind of hold our head through this because I got to see Matt LaFleur adjust. I have to see Rich Bisaccia adjust after this bye week. The bye week was well needed. Players-wise, we got Christian Watson back in practice. I seen that today. Devontae Wyatt is still out. We got Zach Tom back. We got Aaron Banks back at practice. And hopefully Devontae Wyatt does come back because he's a big piece of that defensive line. Do I think he's that much of a piece to where that fall off we had against the Cowboys? No. But do I think that he's a great big piece? Yes. He's disruptive. He gets to the quarterback. And he's big for a big guy. I mean, he's fast for a big guy, to be honest with you. As we head into this next game against the Bengals. I'm going to get into that later this week. But overall, I grade this first part of this season I graded a B+. Oh, I graded a B. I graded a flat out B. Y'all comment down below what y'all think. Y'all probably comment an F. Y'all probably comment a D. I'm not taking any Fs. I'll take a C-, and at the most I'll take an A, regular A. Just a base level A. 5 things that we need to work on over the bye week, or what we need to work on this remaining schedule or throughout the season. Special teams. Keep applying pressure. Matt LaFleur play calling. Offensive line is atrocious. And Josh Jacobs has to get it going. If we don't get Josh Jacobs going, I don't know what to tell you, because Jordan Love is only going to have so many games where he could throw for 300-plus yards, and Josh Jacobs isn't doing anything. Yes, he has explosions and stuff like that, but explosive plays and stuff like that. But at the same time, if you watch the game, he only has like 3.2 carries per carry. 3.2 yards per carry. We got to get it together. And I'm pretty confident in Josh Jacobs. He's real hard on himself. He's a real self-aware person to where he judges his game and he's not being in denial about his gameplay. He has a lot of touchdowns, but running backs getting touchdowns, that's not too – all you got to do is get to the 5-yard line and get to the end zone. I know I make it sound easier than what it is, but it's probably not that easy. So I'll just be honest. But I just want to say, y'all comment down below, man. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Go Pack Go, man. I just want to say God is amazing. Thank you for this blessed podcast, God. I hope y'all have a blessed night. Go Pack Go.